Terbutaline, generic name, drug class, brand name, drug forms. Generic name, terbutaline. Drug class, selective beta-2 adrenergic receptor agonist, short-acting beta-2 agonist, SEBA, bronchodilator, sympathomimetic agent. Common brand names, Bricanyl, Brethine, discontinued in many countries, terbutaline sulfate. Drug forms, oral tablets, 2.5 mg, 5 mg, oral syrup, subcutaneous injection, 1 mg per milliliter, intravenous infusion in selected hospital settings, nebulizer solution, available in some countries. Number 2, definition. Terbutaline is a selective short-acting B2 adrenergic agonist that relaxes smooth muscles in the airways, producing rapid bronchodilation. It is primarily used for the treatment and prevention of bronchospasm associated with asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and other reversible obstructive airway diseases. Because it also relaxes uterine smooth muscle, terbutaline has been used as a tocolytic to delay preterm labor for a short duration. However, prolonged use for this purpose is generally not recommended because of maternal cardiovascular risks. Mechanism of action. Step 1. Selective beta-2 receptor stimulation. Terbutaline selectively binds to beta-2 adrenergic receptors located on bronchial smooth muscle. Step 2. Activation of adenylate cyclase. The activated receptor stimulates the GS protein, which activates adenylate cyclase. Step 3. Increased cyclic AMP. Adenylate cyclase converts ATP into CAMP. Step 4. Smooth muscle relaxation. Increased CAMP decreases intracellular calcium concentrations, relaxing bronchial smooth muscle. Step 5. Bronchodilation. The airways widen, reducing airway resistance and improving airflow. Step 6. Improved oxygen exchange. Patients experience easier breathing and relief from wheezing and shortness of breath. Additional actions. Inhibits release of inflammatory mediators from mast cells. Improves mucociliary clearance. Relaxes uterine smooth muscle. Number 4. Pharmacokinetics. Absorption. Rapidly absorbed orally. Nearly complete after subcutaneous injection. Bioavailability. Approximately 10 to 20% orally due to first-pass metabolism. Onset of action. Oral, 30 to 60 minutes. Subcutaneous, 5 to 15 minutes. Peak effect. Oral, 2 to 3 hours. Injection, 30 to 60 minutes. Duration, approximately 4 to 6 hours. Distribution, widely distributed throughout body tissues. Crosses the placenta, small amounts enter breast milk. Metabolism, partially metabolized in the liver. Elimination, mainly excreted by the kidneys. Elimination half-life, approximately 3 to 4 hours. Number 5. Uses terbutaline is used for acute asthma attacks, bronchospasm, chronic asthma management, adjunct, COPD with reversible airway obstruction, exercise-induced bronchospasm prevention, allergic bronchospasm, short-term management of preterm labor, selected hospital settings, emergency treatment of severe bronchoconstriction. Number 6. Indications. Terbutaline is indicated for bronchial asthma, reversible bronchospasm, chronic bronchitis with bronchospasm, emphysema with reversible obstruction, COPD, prevention of exercise-induced asthma, temporary delay of premature labor, off-label and highly restricted. Number 7. Contraindications. Do not use terbutaline in patients with hypersensitivity to terbutaline, severe tachyarrhythmias, hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, uncontrolled hyperthyroidism, severe coronary artery disease, pheochromocytoma, relative contraindication. For prolonged tocolysis, long-term use during pregnancy is contraindicated due to maternal cardiovascular risks. Number 8. Before taking this medicine, precautions. Use cautiously in patients with hypertension, heart disease, arrhythmias, diabetes mellitus, hyperthyroidism, epilepsy, hypokalemia, pregnancy, breastfeeding, elderly patients' renal impairment. Monitor heart rate, blood pressure, blood glucose, serum potassium, respiratory status. Number 9. How to use. Take exactly as prescribed. Tablets may be taken with or without food. Swallow tablets with water. Do not exceed the prescribed dose. Injection should only be administered by trained healthcare professionals. Continue maintenance asthma medications as directed. Seek medical care if breathing worsens despite treatment. Number 10. Dosing information. Adults, oral, 2.25 mg 3 times daily. Maximum 15 mg per day. Children, dose based on age and body weight. Subcutaneous injection, 0.25 mg. May repeat once after 15 to 30 minutes if needed. Maximum 0.5 milligrams within 4 hours. Elderly. Start with the lowest effective dose. Number 11. Missed dose and overdose. Missed dose. Take the missed dose as soon as remembered. Skip it if the next dose is near. Do not double doses. How overdose? Symptoms: severe tremors, palpitations, rapid heartbeat, chest pain, anxiety, headache, hypokalemia, hyperglycemia, cardiac arrhythmias, seizures. Treatment: emergency medical attention, ECG monitoring, electrolyte correction, supportive care. Beta blockers may be used cautiously in severe toxicity. 12. Stop or avoid taking. Stop the medication and seek immediate medical attention if chest pain develops, severe palpitations occur, difficulty breathing worsens, allergic reaction occurs, swelling of the face or throat develops, severe dizziness or fainting occurs. Avoid stopping long-term asthma treatment without medical advice. Number 13. Side effects: common: tremor, nervousness, headache, palpitations, increased heart rate, sweating, muscle cramps, restlessness, insomnia, dry mouth. Less common: nausea, vomiting, dizziness, flushing, hyperglycemia. Serious: severe tachycardia, arrhythmias, angina, hypokalemia, pulmonary edema rare, allergic reactions, paradoxical bronchospasm, myocardial ischemia. Number 14. Vital information. Terbutaline is a rescue bronchodilator, not a substitute for long-term controller therapy. Frequent need for terbutaline may indicate poorly controlled asthma. Excessive use increases the risk of serious cardiovascular effects. Patients should continue inhaled corticosteroids or other controller medications if prescribed. Regular assessment of asthma control is essential. Hospital monitoring is recommended when terbutaline is used for preterm labor. Number 15. Other drugs that will affect terbutaline drug interactions may occur with beta blockers, may reduce bronchodilator effect, monoamine oxidase inhibitors, MAOIs, tricyclic antidepressants, other sympathomimetics, diuretics, increase hypokalemia risk, corticosteroids, increase hypokalemia risk, digoxin, reduce serum levels, halogenated anesthetics, increase arrhythmia risk, anti-diabetic medications may require dose adjustment. Number 16. Drug comparison. Terbutaline versus salbutamol, both are short-acting BD2 agonists. Salbutamol is more commonly used as an inhaled rescue medication. Terbutaline is available as oral and injectable formulations and may be used when inhalation is not feasible. Terbutaline versus salmeterol. Terbutaline acts quickly, within minutes, and lasts 4 to 6 hours. Salmeterol has a slower onset but provides bronchodilation for about 12 hours and is used for maintenance, not acute attacks. Terbutaline versus formoterol. Both stimulate beta-2 receptors. Formoterol has a rapid onset and long duration, about 12 hours, making it suitable for maintenance therapy. Terbutaline is primarily a short-acting rescue medication. Terbutaline versus epinephrine. Terbutaline is selective for beta-2 receptors and causes fewer cardiovascular effects. Epinephrine stimulates A and beta receptors and is the first-line treatment for anaphylaxis rather than routine asthma relief. Patient teaching. Take the medication exactly as prescribed. Do not exceed the recommended dose. Learn to recognize signs of worsening asthma and seek medical care if rescue medication is needed more frequently. Continue controller medications even if symptoms improve. Avoid smoking and exposure to allergens or respiratory irritants. Monitor your pulse if advised and report persistent rapid heartbeat or chest pain. People with diabetes should monitor blood glucose, as terbutaline may increase blood sugar levels. Maintain adequate dietary potassium if recommended by your healthcare provider. Keep follow-up appointments for assessment of asthma control and medication effectiveness. Seek emergency care for severe shortness of breath, chest pain, swelling of the face or throat, or severe allergic reactions. Thank you. Have a nice day.